When I became the artistic director in 1985, I was very determined that we would have a youth theatre and that we would have an aspect of our work which was dedicated to education.
The Education and Participation Department focuses on 3 strands of work. We have the youth theatre, which comprises of around 200 young people who meet every day of the week. We have sessions that we run here at Live Theatre and sessions in outreach situations. And what we do, we use theatre and drama as a means to develop confidence, personal and social skills, really. That's what it's about. Obviously, as a byproduct, we do have young people who go on to become actors, but that's not the main reason. It's about giving young people skills that they can generalise into their everyday lives.
I really like working for Live Theatre. It's a really special place to work, and the way they approach the youth theatre in terms of making it completely inclusive for all children from all different parts of Newcastle is really wonderful. So you meet children from all different backgrounds, all different parts of town.
It's important to me because it's where I've met some of my friends, and it's one of the places where I can really enjoy being myself and making stuff that's important to me.
I think it's different than school productions and stuff because everyone gets their say in what's the story going to be about, how we're going to set it out, who's going to be each character. So you feel more involved, and as if you've been a part making the play.
It's just brilliant. You learn loads of new things. You're able to make friends. Just the perfect place to come, really.
I think Live Theatre differs from other organisations or places that you work with in the North East, is that Live Theatre really puts the youth theatre at the centre of what's happening. It's not an extension of or an add-on. It's really integral to the way that the theatre runs, and I think as a worker that's fantastic because you feel like what you're producing with the young people is valued, but I think it really gives the young people a sense of achievement when they can get into the theatre with big lights and tech and sound and really feel like they made a credible piece of theatre that has been shown to family, friends and the members of the public that want to come.
The festival is an annual summer project where the young people have the opportunity, the young people in the youth theatre have the opportunity to profile their talents. And it's fantastic because it gives them the opportunity to take complete ownership of the building. So during the summer month of August, young people are everywhere in the building, which I think is fantastic. All the work is supported with a professional team, so the young people will be working with professional directors, lighting designers, stage managers. We want to give them a real important and valuable experience, and to experience theatre to the highest standard, really. So a very important event happens every year, and the work that comes out of it is always fantastic.
The piece we've been working on is about personal belongings and things that we find personal, and just how we feel about different stuff. And there's a bit about not actual physical belongings, but about emotional baggage that people carry around and things like that.
My role within the festival is as a drama facilitator to work with the young people and come up with a play in about 7 days, from literally a blank sheet of paper to the end performance on the Thursday.
It's Captain Wonderpants!
Hey, Ironborn, do you want?
May I just say that you look wonderful tonight? I love you and I love anything about you.
May I just start with a very special thank you to a very special person. In fact, my favourite person, myself, Captain Wonderpants.
I really enjoy acting, and it's good to get a chance to do it in perform in different environments. Going over summer, I kind of didn't have anything to do, so I thought it'd be good fun, and it's definitely been worth it. Got to meet some new people and make some new friends.
Well, it's quite fun really, because if you're not very confident, everybody gets a go, in whatever piece you're doing, and you get to meet new people as well.
Now I say wonder, you say pants. Wonder! Pants! Wonder!
Pants!
Pants!
Wonder!
Hey, that's mine.
Oh, you!
It's important that
like young people are given the opportunity to do things like the sketch group and be part of live youth theatre, because well, there's not actually that many opportunities out there, and especially recently with like cuts to the arts, and there's definitely like a lack of opportunity for young people to get involved with things like this. It's a really good thing to see that there's such like a big community and like a wide variety of things that we can get involved in.
I think the favourite part of the festival as a whole is the final outcome, the final show, when it comes together and you sort of, right, let's show people what we've been working on for the last X amount of weeks, show them what we can do, show them what live theatre is all about, and sort of coming together and working as a team.
It's a very collaborative experience, and it's a place that sort of thrives on ideas and development, and it's good to see that all come together at the end of it.
I love taking part in the festival, which I haven't done for a few years now. I'm back here as a professional actor this year, and I spent many of my summers doing the live theatre festival, and they're probably some of the best memories of the summer that I have, because you spend a lot of time in the summer being bored in the house. But then you come to live theatre in the summer and it suddenly gets very exciting. And I used to love coming here every summer, and I'm very happy to be back.
Write Stuff is our flagship writing programme for young people. It entails workshops in schools, a residency in the theatre, and finally there are performances at the theatre of 6 new plays that are developed through the programme.
We both knew there was going to be trouble now. When my dad got home, he slammed the door. He was raging. He took one look at me and he started shouting at me nana. What was she doing, visiting some lad?
We do an extensive programme of playwriting workshops in the school, and we do this as practically as possible using improvisation and drama.
This is better than school.
A lot of the students that we have at Benfield lack cultural aspirations, and this is a great opportunity for them to do something they would never ordinarily be able to do.
Once we've gone through this process for 8 weeks, 6 young people are selected to come back to life to be part of a residency where each one of the young people are mentored by a dramaturg who help them realise their ideas into plays.
And then a residency, editing and then produced with professional actors, professionally cast and professionally directed, so we bring a technical and professionalism to the writing of young people, as much as we do to professional playwrights. It's one of the few programmes, I think, that run like this in Britain.
There's people stand on stage seeing what you've put to paper. It's weird, but really good.
We also have a great relationship and have developed a relationship with Gateshead College. We're contributing to the teaching of one of their BTEC courses, which must have enormous benefits for the students, and it's great for us too.
I think the connection between Gateshead College and live theatre is very important, because it's given young people a chance to get outside of the classroom, come into a real theatre and see maybe a bit like what this business is like, see what it's like outside of education, to really kind of dip your foot into the water of what our future's hopefully going to be like.
Without Gateshead College being connected to live theatre, I don't know where I'd be. I'd have half as much experience, and I would have met half of the amount of people that I've met in the contacts that I've made and things like that. So the connection between Gateshead College and live theatre for me was just everything.
The course at Gateshead College can't exist without the theatre at all. It's my belief that a production arts course, which is what we run, can't exist without the input of having a professional theatre company. Theatre's about taking one idea, one performance to another space. You can't learn that fundamental skill just by being in your 4 walls of your college.
My favourite bit of the course was actually doing the job itself. Instead of just learning it in a classroom, it was actually like rigging lighting and doing sound and actually working to do the job.
We teach the students, we cover all the areas of technical theatre. We teach them lighting, sound, stage management, which is vitally important, prop making, prop acquisition, some costume design, some costume making, some set design.
Well, it gives you
the benefits here because it gives you the taste of the real world, so you know what to expect when you do go on your own into the workplace.
Now at Live Theatre I'm doing the apprenticeship that they're offered, because when I finished the 2-year course at Gateshead, I thought I might as well do the apprenticeship to actually get more experience for another year.
When I graduate, I'd like to do the makeup side, like special effects, or maybe lighting design or sound design. I don't really know yet, but there is a lot of possibilities to cover.
The students gain the fact that they are in a theatre on a daily basis, and when students are in a professional environment, we set high standards. We set what I would regard as professional standards for them. So I think it's quite a shock for quite a few of them when they come out of an education establishment to be here, because this is a real working environment.
The next strand of work, or the third strand of work, is work in the community. And over the last few years, we have done some drama residencies in some of the most difficult and challenging areas of the city, really.
We'd never done anything like this before. We'd never worked with performers. The young people that we worked with had never engaged in any performing activity before. And the staff at Live Theatre came up with a great idea of working with some of the young people they already worked with who had performed regularly, and mixing them up with some of the young people that I was working with at the time.
Amy and the other people at Live Theatre very skillfully brought those two very different groups of young people together and created a single unit, a single group that was then able to put together a piece of drama.
The young people had a massive role in writing and developing the performance that they finally did come up with, which was called Hope's Diary, and it was about a 12-year-old girl living in poverty, and it drew on all their collective experiences of what that was like for young people in the northeast of England.
Certainly when they made that piece of drama and performed it, not only at the conference but later when we took it to the Houses of Parliament in London as well, you couldn't tell that there were two separate groups of people, young people. They gelled as a single unit.
Child poverty in the northeast, that play has probably had the biggest impact out of everything that we've done so far.
Get Connected is about trying to remove the barriers for disabled children. We spoke with the Live about their summer programme. We thought it was a really good way to sort of try it out for a few young people who really wanted to give the stage a go. They wanted to try out acting. Since then, we've then met and looked at sort of what the next piece of work young people can get involved with. And they've now five or six young disabled people who take part in the run-of-the-mill ordinary youth theatre stuff. They've been really open and wanting to try different things with young people, and have been really welcoming to young disabled people.
We've also, over the last few years, done quite an extensive amount of work around refugees and asylum seekers. And the point is not about actually just doing work with refugees, it's actually looking at what young people from the region have in common with the young people coming from these emerging communities. So we've done a great project called From Home to Newcastle, which is a kind of a verbatim piece, which we did a few years ago.
I had the chance to explain to some people what we are doing in their country.
I think kind of acting and having fun with other people just give us more confidence that in that way we can talk for ourselves.
We also did a film called Lost in the Game, and all these were about young people from the region working with young people from these emerging communities, not looking at their differences but looking at what they have in common. Because there's too much focus on what the differences are. And actually, if you look at what they have in common, it's quite striking. It's like any young people, really. So those have been the sort of main sort of strands of the work that we've been concentrating over the last 15 years now.